I'm State Representative Blaine Wilhour. I represent communities like Effingham and Vandalia and Greenville, Salem and Centralia in central and southern Illinois. And this is such an important issue that a lot of things in our state that really revolve around. And I just want to bring up a couple of really important points that we as legislators and people that are in the public pension system need to think about. And the first one is when we talk about this, we have got to, everything has to start with doing nothing is not an option. You know, no matter what these special interests and these, public sector folks tell you, your pension isn't safe. You know, anybody telling you your pension's safe is lying to you. The status quo on this situation, doing nothing, is an ensuring failure, and that's going to ensure that a lot of working people in this state that get are going to end up holding the bag on this. And another point is when you start talking about issues like this in the state of Illinois, and you talk about any reform, there's very, very powerful, very well funded public sector special interests that have just gamed this system for decades, and they've done that primarily by purchasing politicians from both parties all over the state that come to Springfield and ensure that they'll continue to prop up these unsustainable systems. And that alliance is crushing taxpayers in this state, and it is eliminating the opportunity to create good high-wage jobs, especially in my part of the state, in the rural communities and the poorer urban areas. I think Warren Buffett said it best. We don't make investments in states that have this high of a liability, because at some point somebody's going to end up holding the bag on it. And one of the things that kind of frustrates me is politicians in both parties like to commiserate with their local voters about high property taxes, but when we have that conversation, we're rarely honest about what is really driving these property taxes. On the state level, up to a quarter of our budget is tied up in pensions, and like these folks have said, on the municipal level and the local level, it's even worse, and these increasing costs are unsustainable, and they are driving our property tax burden. So unless we do some reforms, we're going to keep paying more and more taxes for less and less services. And until enough of the local or enough elected officials get serious about reforming pensions and streamlining our governments here in this state, we need to be honest. Lowering property taxes, properly funding education, doing things that we think are important are not possibilities. And if your local reps and senators are unwilling to put these issues on the table, then they need to stop talking about property taxes and lowering property taxes. It's time to be fair to taxpayers in this state. We need to be honest with pensioners about the severity of the problems and the real cost of inaction on it. This group of people here, we didn't come to Springfield to waste our time and waste your time, and it's our obligation as elected leaders to do tough things, the tough things that are necessary to save the broken pension system in the state of Illinois that many working people in our districts have paid into and are counting on. Thank you.